Texas and the Alamo Dome. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bobcats kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's McCown. Got a man, it's Campbell. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. The run inside. It's Burgess. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Makes the catch. There he goes. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those
maybe a crease. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure coming. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That pass is incomplete.
Hey, sometimes your quarterback's getting flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of him moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Off the play fake. Here's the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Running inside, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Henderson. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The toss to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. Fires to the right. It's caught. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this.
Makes the grab in their space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And after getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Snags a quick pass on the left. Smashes ahead. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Burgess. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On the delay, it's Burgess. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Running inside, it's Henderson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that.
Jackson gonna throw it. Right on target this time. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it! Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Colorado taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Buffaloes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Jackson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
He's going for the big play. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Run inside. It's Henderson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer, and getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got them backed up. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Running inside, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for room. It's Henderson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The run inside. It's Burgess. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And the defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Got it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And it's the Roadrunners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Campbell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas State.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues